And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Two and a throw right away. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Bilal Nichols in there to take him down.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm is going forward. Incomplete pass. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Two and a throw again. And going deep for Hill. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Tua going to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. If the crowd goes, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it second down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. He'll let this go for Adams. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Now a dump off here complete. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got my cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Second and a couple. A run with Mostert up the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he's got his man on the out route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Raiders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, CD, you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game. I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Counter play with Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for Vegas. 45 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. First down now, but that clock rolling. From the gun, it's Tua. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, at 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Garoppolo's throw taken in by Adams. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yardage on 1st and 2nd down.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes.
Christian Wilkins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Well, a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Here's A.J. Cole now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
And here comes Berrios.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Tua sets up to pass it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was,
defense hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
No sign of Tua departing. Fourth down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And now here is another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
Garoppolo looking to throw for him. And he's got it. So they try for two, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick six, and then the two-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get two more possessions.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That swung out to Mostert. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They're going to try and throw. He's got a man complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Tua now on first down. That's going to be caught by Waddle. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua. Another catch there for Waddle. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made down at the 33. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down.